Agroforestry is a really booming topic within the Netherlands, and that's why we are today at this Climate Farm Demo event at the farm of John Heesackers, who is really pioneering with his agroforestry system.
Welcome to my farm Jan Miekeshoeve, in the southern part of the Netherlands. We are in a transition from a dairy farm to an agroforestry farm. We developed our agroforestry system since 2020. Here you see a field with different species of trees and shrubs, and it's all fruits for human consumption. Since 2020 we planted more than 14,000 trees and shrubs, and it's about 18 hectares of sandy soil. We planted our agroforestry system in rows, and you can see it's not a straight line but a slightly curved line. That has to do with the position of the sun, so we have always light between the lines. In our agroforestry system we try to plant different layers in the row. With the different layers you can maximize the sunlight. In our agroforestry system we want to grow also arable crops in between the rows. The last year it was not possible. Now we have grass in between. We harvest this for our cows, but I hope we can in future grow maybe vegetables or some arable crops in between. We planted in spring in 2020, and that was a very dry year. The big challenge is to get the trees established, that they will survive. So we made an irrigation system. It's an underground system with plastic tubes. We selected our trees on both sides, what will grow here, what can grow here. But we also looked what can we do with the fruits. So we investigated our market. The market for agroforestry products doesn't exist at this moment. So we have to develop the market with our colleagues. I'm convinced that this market will come, but we have to invest time to develop that market. The financing is quite a thing. We had a start subsidy from our province. That was useful, otherwise we could not have started this. We had a little enterprise with mother cows. That's one part. Also we do carbon credits. Companies, people can invest money here to compensate their carbon. And with the carbon credits we have contracts for about 20 years. But the money comes in the first years. That's important to survive these first years when there's not enough income from what you're growing. When you as a farmer think about planting trees on your farm, look at other farms. There are a lot of examples in Europe right now. I read the book from Mark Shepard, so that was my first knowledge about agroforestry. Then we had here in Brabant the agroforestry network, and we learned from each other. We also have a Dutch agroforestry network. There's also a website, and there you can find a lot of information about agroforestry. I was born at this place and lived here all my life. And I hope that with our new agroforestry farm that we will make our farm more resilient for the future.